Alright, so here's where I'm at with this build. I pressure washed the engine bay, cleaned it up already. So now it's time to remove everything. Remove some of these holes, straighten this a little bit, and get it ready for paint. So I'll do that while I wait for parts to fix these engines, or one of them. Need some rings, need some bearings. What else I need? Head gasket, gasket kit, and then these can go back together. So meanwhile, probably pop off the headlights, grill, bumper, intercooler, truck bar, and probably gotta remove the dash in order to get this harness through. I tried to get it out and I couldn't. So I might have to remove the dash to remove the heater cord, remove the harness. And then got a little Freddy catch can down here. I'm not sure what brand the stroke bar is. It might just be eBay. But yeah, get rid of all these stickers and stuff. Shit, get rid of all these holes. Maybe a couple holes in the firewall. Get rid of all the self tappers. Replace them with some rib nuts. You know, all these random nuts. Things fix that. Tuck this harness a little bit. Fix all this jankiness. But yeah, so next time you see this car, it should have the front end off. Remove all of these things. Alright, headlights front bumper is off, sitting right here, over there. Up next, move this intercooler, which seems like it's just held on by this zip tie. Yeah, maybe I'll take the fenders off, maybe I'll leave them, not sure yet. Strut bar's coming off, catch can's coming out, then try to get all this wire. Alright, here's where I'm at. Got all the wiring out. That was a mission. I guess that's like all the headlight wiring, horns, that was in the front. You got the engine harness sitting over here still. I think I need to remove some interior. I think I mentioned that already to get that out, so that needs to come out next. I'm gonna remove the strut bar. Yeah, I guess I gotta remove this engine mount, this bracket. I'm probably gonna leave the rack in the car and just cover it in plastic bags. There's all this grease, oil still in here. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to start tackling this and get this all welded up together. Let's just get a quick before. Not sure how well you can tell, but whoever tried to weld this before had no penetration. Remember boys, you always need penetration. Let's see how hard it is to take this off. The flathead. See. That's not how you fix something. Like, bruh. So let's grind off all this paint, clamp this up where it's supposed to be, and start TIG welding this. Before I start grinding or welding anything, I'm going to hit this with some more simple green. My profile froze. Some more simple green, wipe it with a rag, and then start grinding. Alright, so here's the view from inside the engine bay. So these radiator mounts aren't used since they're running a smaller radiator for some reason. They had a bracket screwed onto here, so I'm gonna leave this one, remove this. I see this pinch weld like separating here for some reason, so I'm gonna try to hammer this up straight. I'm gonna fix, this crack's lining up pretty well. I'm just gonna hammer all of this back into place and clamp this with a piece of steel so it's flat. Take a look at the bottom and then just start. Alright, the top is addressed, the front's decent. Now I just need to grind off those old welds, clean up the bottom, hammer it straight, and we should be good to go. I grinded off all the booger welds that were under here, and you can see the damage. It's like, I don't know, they welded a couple holes into here. You got some bullshit going on there. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to hammer this flat as best as I can. Clamp this up. Can you see this? This pinch weld back together. Let me get the light. Yeah, try to get this pinch weld back together, clamped up there. That should pull this up as well. And that over there, I need a grind. And this is mostly where I want it to be. So now I can start putting some tacks in here. So now we gotta head into the abyss and dig out my welder. This is gonna be a mission. Here's a before of the inside. I can't get a shot of me doing it, so that's what you get before. Alright, so this is all welded up as good as it's gonna be. Probably put a few more tacks, grind it smooth. It needs another pass back there, but it's late. The wind keeps blowing away my gas. Switched over to the flux core machine, so you know. It's late, it's cold, it's like 20 something. Let's actually see, how cold is it today? It's 23 goddamn degrees. Alright, day 6 of this project. And here's what I've got done so far. I've got this welded up somewhat. I'm going to reinforce it with some angle iron. And the bottom here definitely needs some more work. I'll probably use that same plate that they had under here, but actually weld it properly this time. So take care of that. Worry about deleting a bunch of these holes, and then I can start sanding this and get this ready for paint. But right now it's like 20 degrees outside. Let's see. It is, yeah, 21 degrees. So I've got this, whatever this is, it's like a building mat. I'm gonna put this around the shed I got back here with some zip ties or whatever, and then see if I can get like a torpedo heater or something to warm this place up, because just trying to weld that with the TIG, it was just blowing my gas away and everything. So we need to do something about this wind. So this is your before shot. E4. I got shit over. I gotta clean up a bunch of stuff. But yeah, before. Let's get it. Quick little update on my situation. So we've got the sides done. Got this tarp up. See some zip ties. I need to do something with the bottom because that's the problem. Now I just gotta do the back, and we'll be all sealed off. And we can heat this place. Alright, pulled the hood off real quick. Got the back here all sealed up somewhat. It's definitely better than before. There's no breeze killing me now. So the goal is to somehow degrease this without freezing. I need to get a heater. Air compressor has been obtained. Don't ask me how I got it back here, but I did. I should have filmed, but got that. Got my air hose. I'll show you what else I got in the back. Alright, so here's what I got. I got some, this is the color. It's called Lexus Infrared, but it's a combination of two different colors. So this is your base coat, and I guess this is your top coat. It's a two-part. Shout out to my boy Smirk. He had this left over from a previous job he did. So he gave me the paint. He also gave me some primer, which should be enough to get this done. As you saw in the last clip, I got my air compressor. Don't have a truck, so E36 to the rescue. Got that. Got my plastic up so far. Probably gonna put up some more around the car just so don't get overspray and everything. Yeah, speaking of that, I got this plastic from Home Depot for that. Another roll of tape. Cover this up. I'm debating on whether or not I should take these fenders off. But I also need to get in here and yoink this dash out. It's cracked, so you know I'm gonna do something special to this. You know, see if you can guess or try to guess what I'm gonna do to this. I'll give you a hint. The car's red. But yeah, I gotta take the dash out so then I can get this heater core out, the AC stuff out. I gotta pull the cowl off, the wipers off, so then I can get this motor out the way. I gotta remove the brake booster, and I'm gonna disconnect the steering, drop the whole entire subframe, maybe. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I'll just keep disconnecting some things, but there's also a lot of grease in here, and my simple green and purple power just froze. Even when I try to spray it, it freezes on the car because it's so cold. So I need to try to get heat, warm this car up, warm myself up, and then we'll be able to cook. So shout out to Smirk for the paint. I would shout out his YouTube channel, but I don't remember it, so maybe next time. Alright, so I'm going to start ripping this interior apart. First things first, I'll probably start with removing these pillar pods. So I got these gauges. I don't even think the oil pressure gauge was connected. Oh, well, there you go. The loose gauge wasn't really... Okay, that's really in there. We're going to disconnect that and see what's going on there. I hate this steering wheel, so... And it's kind of cracked and stuff, so I'll either try to sell it or... It'll make cool wall art, I guess. But yeah, to get this out, I guess I don't even know. I'm just gonna start turning screws and see what happens, to be honest with you. Heat has been obtained finally. Shout out to my boy Spencer. Hit him up at Works Fab for all your fabrication needs. He really came through with this one, so probably gotta drain it out and see what's in there. He said he hasn't used it in a few years, but we'll get it running, no problem. But this should make this possible. But it's late, and that's what I'm gonna call it for tonight.